Ash from Elevate My Faith, and today I just wanted to share a little story time about me going back to church after nearly, 6 years, I think. So yes, that was a crazy experience I just went through actually about a month or two ago. So let me backtrack a bit and tell you everything that's gone on since then. So I used to go to church all the time as a kid, and I think into my middle school years. But then after that, my family just kind of stopped going. I don't want to get into too much details or try to trash the church that I went to, but pretty much an older gentleman passed away, and he actually donated $100,000 to the church, which was really nice of him. So, but for some reason the church just decided that we're not going to use the money, and we're just going to keep doing fundraisers and making the members of the church keep giving money to the church, even though we had $100K in the bank account. But so that was kind of a big turnoff for my family and why we kind of stopped going. Plus our pastors changed, and it was just hard to find one we liked. I know these are kind of all just excuses, and we should have just kept going to church no matter what, but I just wanted you guys to know why we kind of stopped going to church. So ever since then, I just stopped going, and then me and my dad got on a little bit of a phase of trying to go back to church, so we went to another church, but we only visited there a few Sundays and then just kind of stopped going altogether again. So we tried, but we just didn't keep up with it. So, and that was when I was 16. So fast forward to this year, me being 22, almost 23, I decided I was going to try to go back to church because my friend Katie said that she could come with me, and she was going to start trying to go back to church as well. So I thought it would be, a little bit easier and less scarier to go back with a friend instead of just going on your own in a whole new church or whatever. So that's what we did. So when we finally decided to go back to church this coming, the following Sunday or whatever, I was kind of anxious, nervous, but also excited. It kind of felt like the first day of school or something like that. It's really weird, I know. And I was just a little nervous because I've never been to this church before, and how would the people react to me? I've heard of some churches where they totally are not fans of outsiders, and then our church is totally welcome in. It just depends. So yes, I was a little nervous about that, but me and Katie showed up, and everyone was super happy to see her because that was the church she used to go to as a child, and she kind of stopped going. Hi, Gizmo. And so yeah, oh gosh, now he's distracted me. Hang on. As I was saying, Katie went to this church as a child, and then she kind of stopped going to how I did. But they of course recognized her and were super happy to see her, so that was cool. And they were happy to see me too, which was really nice because I was really afraid to meet a group of people that I've never really met or interacted with before. That's just my introvertness coming through, I guess. But they were very happy. And yeah, the pastor came up to us and just introduced himself, and he was so happy to see younger people there because it's mostly just older people going to that church, so they're very happy when young adults go there. So it was just really nice, and I've gone there a few times now, but of course with COVID and everything, there's been some weekends I couldn't go, and I'll probably not be able to go the next few weekends, which is kind of sad. But I might try to do their Zoom meeting thing they have online. They do a live feed of the church session. So yeah, of course I was all scared and anxious for nothing. So it went great. They were very happy to see us, and I'm definitely excited to go back. So I just wanted this story time to inspire people to hopefully maybe go back to church. I know it's kind of scary when you just stop going after years like I have, but I just felt the need to go back, because I'm trying really hard to take my faith more seriously this year. So I've been Bible studying. I started this channel to talk more about the Word of God and spread His Word. And yeah, I started going back to church, which I never thought I was going to do. That was crazy. So I'm really happy to have a close friend that is, into my faith as much as she is, because then we were able to just go to church together again, which is really nice, because if it wasn't for her, I don't know if I would go back on my own. So yeah, I definitely thank God for having a friend like that in my life to help influence me, inspire me to be a better Christian. So hopefully you have someone like that in your life. If not, you can just take the plunge and go to church yourself, and you'll definitely find a group of people that'll share your faith, and hopefully be very welcoming, have open arms to you. So yeah, please just hopefully you're inspired by this story time to go back to church, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little story, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Sweet.